Hi everyone. After watching Joshua Bardwell's video a week ago on tiny whoop gates, I decided that I would set out to either buy or find a good DIY tiny whoop project. And I found a project on Thingiverse, trolled tiny whoop gates on Thingiverse, and found a really nice project that is essentially the base and then uses some Home Depot level supplies, so some plastic tubing from Home Depot that's relatively cheap. And the secret to these being by far my ideal tiny whoop gates are these tiny battery operated LEDs that go inside and light up the gates. So if you've looked at the TBS gates or any of the other gates that are out there, typically you're plugging a LiPo battery into the base of the gate. And if you look at Joshua's videos, those LiPos are hanging off the gate. What's great about these batteries run on two, I think 2032 watch batteries, can easily be replaced, but offer around 12 hours of life, supposedly. You get a box of 12 sets of these, all different colors, for $12 on Amazon. So that link is below. But as we build this, we're going to build a blue gate this time around. We're going to put the piece of tubing on. We've got a brand new 3D printed base. And these gates actually have a spot for some magnets to press fit down into the bottom. So you can mount the gate on a door handle or on the side of your workshop or whatever it might be. So a really easy way to get 12 tiny whoop gates that are illuminated for I think around $3 a piece. And again, you can get a lot of these parts really quickly. The LEDs came in a day from Amazon. The 3D printed parts, my printer's been busy cranking out parts down below. Here's a brand new part that I just printed for a new one. So I'll take off the standard stuff on this one, break out the supports, the press fit area for where the magnets go down on the bottom. So we'll break this out real quick. I print these parts, I think it's 0.3 layer height at about 40% infill. This is just some kind of regular PLA that's been on the machine, so definitely nothing fancy. I don't think it really matters what infill you use. The tricky part is if you're running supports, you do need to push the supports out of these pipes or the little tubes on the end. The tubes are where your hose is going to attach to. I'm just using a small 1.5 millimeter screwdriver to do that. For the most part, they popped out really nice and easily. I've had a couple where the tube actually even cracked, but because you're just pressing that tight fitting tube on, it doesn't really matter. They work just fine. So it was pretty easy to do that. All right, so let's go grab a tube and we'll fit the next one on and thread the LEDs through it, and we'll show you how that's done. All right, so I've already cut the tubing. Cut these tubes, all are 40 inches long if you were stretching them out. The tubing that I used, I know the outer diameter is 1/2 inch and the inner diameter of the tube is 3/8 of an inch. I got a roll of this, I think it comes in a 20-foot roll at Home Depot. It was $8. And you're going to get 7 gates out of that. I think if I look at the gates I've been building up here over the last day. So again, really cost effective, super easy to get, does not take a lot of work at all. So you can have all these gates, start your printer up tonight, and you'll have a whole lot of gates by the end of the week. So really nice, as I mentioned, these LEDs, tiny little wires. Just stretch these out. And then what you want to do is you want to actually double that up. So once you stretch it out, you're going to bring it back and actually just turn them on. It makes it easier to work with. And then offset them. And I've been wrapping the one end around just a little bit just to secure it. And then I kind of fold the wire out. I get to the end, and I just twist the wire a couple times on the other end just to secure it, so it makes it a little bit easier to work with. All right, let's get one of these. We're ready to thread it on, so all you need is the base, and you're gonna stick that on there and stick on the other side. And then you want to start with the open end right here. Probably doesn't really matter how you do this. It's probably can't go wrong. But I'm just going to thread those lights on through. And you'll see they fit perfectly all the way around using the 40 millimeter or 40 inch size barrel. And now we're going to just slide this in. The 3D model here is just excellent. I'm working on a remix of this that adds a couple of tabs on the outside so that I can take a Velcro strap and feed a Velcro strap into this. So the magnets are great, but I think just having the flexibility to thread your standard battery Velcro strap to it and giving you just another mounting option, there's no reason. Just add 2 little tabs to this model, and you'll have even another way to do that to mount these guys, which is pretty awesome. So many words you have to avoid when making these videos. You can't say you'll learn something today. Can't say amazing all the time. What other words can't you say? You don't want to steal any other YouTubers' trademarked phrase, but you just push that down in there. I think you could probably add a little bit of hot glue if you want. In fact, I think the battery door is only this square piece right here. So if you actually hot glue this in here, it's probably a little more secure, and I think you'll still have access to those 2 CR batteries that are tucked in right underneath these 4 little screws. So, but you can see we're pretty much ready to go. All right, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to use a Dremel just to clean out the magnet holes a little bit. Just to clear those out a little bit. The magnets that I got, which are pretty cool, guys. I think they sell comparable magnets at Home Depot as well. I did not get these from Home Depot. I ordered these from Amazon, and they came in a little box, and they stick to everything, but just a big stack of fridge magnets. They'll stick pretty much anywhere. And they press fit into these holes. It's a tight fit underneath. Even when you work out the use the Dremel to clean out the holes. Get something nice and flat. I don't know that this is just something flat that I found. I think it's a USB charging pack, actually, for my phone. Probably not the best thing to be using as a press fit tool, but it's been working well. And there you go. Your magnets are in. And just a couple seconds, you've got another really nice gate, and that's magnetic. So super easy, super cheap, And you know, barring how long the LEDs hold, I mean, not having to deal with the extra batteries, not having to deal with wires, being able to print them off at will, this for me beats out the TBS gates and any of the other gates that were being reviewed. So hopefully this is helpful. All the links to the 3D printed files, as well as the LEDs on Amazon, the magnets and everything else I used here, all down below in the description. And thank you very much to the gentleman who designed the base frame of this. Please be sure to comment on his Thingiverse thing as well, because he's really well thought up, and I'm just showing you how to make them because I've been so thrilled to be knocking these out in the last couple days. But really great design by him on these. So all right, hope this helps somebody else, and happy whooping.